Hey there, Open English learners. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button and sign up for our notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos with our best tips and tricks to learn English today. So today we are going to dive into a topic that may seem a little basic maybe for some of you, but it's one of those topics that is so important to really learn and master so you can improve your English fluency. And that is numbers in English. So imagine you're in Orlando and you're enjoying the parks, you're going to maybe buy some souvenirs, some small gifts for people, and you go to pay and the person at the cash register says, okay, that'll be $105.96. Wait, what? What did they just say? What numbers are those? Is that $1.96? Is that $100? Maybe you didn't understand those numbers. Or let's say that you have an important meeting with your boss. You're ready to go. You have your presentation in English, but you didn't practice how to say numbers in English. So now you're in the presentation and you're struggling with these complex numbers and you don't really know how to describe these results accurately for your boss. That's another reason you need to learn numbers in English. So from ordering food to telling time, giving your phone number, or even shopping in English, numbers are so important to learn. So we are going to get started with what we call cardinal numbers in English. These are our normal numbers, the numbers we see every day. So let's get started with numbers 1 to 12. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job. So after the number 12, we will add the word teen at the end of the number. Ready? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, let's stop right there. After the teen numbers, we're ready to move on to the numbers with 20. Ready? 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, and a question that a lot of you guys have is, why do Americans pronounce these numbers differently? And it's true, we do. So usually when we're talking a little faster, we pronounce words like 20 more like 20, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27. We tend to kind of cut that TI sound out, and it just sounds like an NI sound, 20. Okay, so remember with the numbers, we have our base numbers, for example, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So how do we kind of form those numbers in between? Let's practice. Okay, we will add our base numbers with our numbers 1 through 10. Ready? For example, 40, base number, plus a number 1 through 10. 6, for example. 46. 80, base number, with another number 1 through 10. 81, for example. Let's practice one more. Base number 20, number 1 through 10, let's say 2. 22. Great job. All right, guys, are you still with me? Yes? Great. So let me share another tip with you guys here. This is another common question I hear a lot. What is the difference in pronunciation between these two numbers? So starting with this number, 13. 13. We really want a strong sound of the N at the end of that number. 13. 13. All right, and this number, 30, 30. If we had more of a British pronunciation, we might say 30, 30. But with my American pronunciation, it's more like 30, 30, 30, 13, 13, 30. All right. So let's talk about what we've learned so far. We talked about 1 through 12. And after 12, remember we have our teen numbers, 13, 17, 19. We also talked about numbers from 20 above. So we have our base number, 20, and then we need to add our second number that's going to be 1 through 10, 21, 33, 47. So what about these numbers in English? How do we pronounce them in English? We call these numbers hundreds numbers. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Nice job. We typically have our base number, the hundreds number, followed by 2 other numbers. But in between that hundreds number and the other 2 numbers, we typically add the word and. Let's practice. Base number, 893. 893. When I speak fast, it almost sounds like I'm just saying the word N. 893. 893. Let's try another example. 576. 576. So in a sentence, this is what it would sound like. There are 794 people living in this town. Okay, we've learned a lot so far, but let's talk about even bigger numbers. Thousands and millions. Starting with this number. This would be 1,000. Thousand. Again, we have that TH sound there. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. That's a lot of thousands. And remember, if we see 4 numbers, that means they will be 1,000. So let's practice. How do we say this number? 1,542. What about this number? 6,748. Okay, let's stop right there. I have another quick English tip for you that's really important. Years in English. Let's talk about it. So years in English, we have 4 different numbers. So they're thousands numbers. However, if I wanted to talk about the year I was born, I wouldn't say I was born in 1992. We actually break up years into 2 different numbers. So if I wanted to talk about the year I was born, I would say 1992. Here's another example. The US was founded in 1776. When we're talking about years that start with 2000, we can say it 2 different ways. Let's listen. Bill Gates was the richest person in the world in 2014. That's correct. Or we can say 2014. But be careful, there is an exception with the years 2000 to 2009. Okay, for example, this number. It's not common to hear people say 2001 to talk about this year, but rather we would probably say 2001. 2001. So for example, if this is the date of your birthday, we would say, I was born on March 1st, 2001. Ugh, English, I know. There are so many exceptions, but stick with me because now we are going to talk about millions. So remember, this is how we pronounce these very large numbers. Numbers with 7 digits, as we say in English. Numbers with 7 digits are millions. So 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million, 9 million, 10 million. So this is where it gets a little tricky, but let's practice listening to some of these big numbers. Starting off with this number, 1,645,896. Let's talk about this number, 10,457,910. Here's to manifesting my winning lottery ticket this year. I hope I win $75,145,684 this year. But I'm not too picky. I'll take any million. So before we wrap up, maybe you're looking for a little more practice. It's one thing to watch me in a video, but it's another thing to actually have conversations with these numbers and opportunities to practice saying these numbers. So let me tell you the secret to learning English right here in this video. So imagine being able to have real life conversations in English with native English speaking teachers that are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 100% online. So that means no more getting in your car, driving to English class, no more driving to the store to pick up English books, and having something completely online that adjusts to your schedule. Sounds pretty great, doesn't it? And I always say that the only way to really learn a language is to practice speaking. So Open English is one of the only platforms out there where you can actually connect to teachers and practice these skills. Practice your numbers, practice ordering something in English. You can do it all from the comfort of your own home. And in Open English, it's not just our live classes that we offer. We also have an interactive platform so you can increase your vocabulary skills, your grammar skills, and most importantly, your confidence in English. Can it get any better? I'm here to tell you that yes, it can. We have awesome promotions waiting for you, and really learning English has never been easier or more affordable. So if you're ready to get started, don't forget to click on the link below. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today as we learn numbers in English. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And remember, we are here to help you with all of our videos and free resources. And stay tuned for more exciting English tips and tricks. And in the meantime, keep learning, keep growing, keep shining. See you next time.